Chapter 1. Hello? Give her time, she'll be alright. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Zoe opened her eyes. 2 women were standing over her, peering at her. There, you see, said one of them. You're alright, dear, you're safe now. Zoe noticed she was in a bed. A proper bed, not exactly clean, but nothing on like Eel's Island. She was in a white room with a single window that let in a fierce, bright sunlight. She thought she could hear the sea somewhere not far off. She sat up. Where am I? The older of the 2 women laughed gently. That's what they all say, said the other one. You're safe now, dear. I'm Rosie and this is Mary. Rosie waited for Zoe to say something. She didn't. What's your name, dear? Rosie asked. Zoe, Zoe said blankly. She was having trouble remembering everything. Don't worry, Zoe. You're all right now. But what happened? Some of our fishermen found you. You were half drowned. Found you in the shallows 3 nights ago. You've been very lucky. Zoe was still confused. She tried to think, to remember, but her thoughts came slowly and then only with a lot of effort. But she was somewhere safe, with kind people looking after her. Bits and pieces started to come back into her mind. Is this Gulanganosa? She asked. Rosie and Mary looked at each other. Zoe saw Rosie raise an eyebrow ever so slightly. Never heard of it, love, Mary said brightly. This is Hope. It's a bit west of what used to be Cambridge. But William said... She stopped. The thought of William made her think of someone else. Munchkin? Did they find... Is Munchkin alright? Munchkin? That boy, you know, said Mary to Rosie, then turning back to Zoe. Such a funny name. Yeah, he's fine, love. He's been asking you every 5 minutes. Is he your friend, is he? Zoe thought for a moment. Yeah, she said. He's my friend. Rosie left to tell the doctor that Zoe was awake. When she returned, she brought the doctor, a huge man with a serious face. But she brought someone else too. Munchkin, look at you. He shuffled in behind the huge doctor, looking smaller than ever, but dressed in some new clothes. He looked ridiculous somehow. You alright? He asked. Zoe nodded. She's only just alright, interrupted the doctor. Beats me why she isn't dead. Both of you come to think of that. Munchkin shrank back, but sat himself on the end of the bed quietly. Where have you come from? Asked the doctor as he examined Zoe. Norwich, said Zoe. Norwich? He looked amazed. You're both either very lucky or very clever. Probably both. We've had no one come in from Norwich since the last rescue ship. Zoe's heart immediately started at this. They must have been on the ship. Who? My parents. I'm looking for my parents. They came off from Norwich in the last ship. I think you must be confused, Zoe. That was nearly a year ago. No, you don't understand. They were on that boat. They must have been Black, Rob and Kathy Black. Have you heard of them? All 3 said nothing. The doctor shook his head. Sorry. But you must have, said Zoe. My mum was ill. She would have been in here. You must have treated her. Don't upset yourself, my dear, said Rosie. No, listen. Zoe, said the doctor. Try to understand. When the last boat came in, things were really bad. We're better organised now. We'll try and keep a record of everyone passing through. There's lots of people looking for people, you know, but it's just a bad time. A lot of disease and there was just too much to cope with. So they could have been on that boat then, said Zoe, her hopes rising. Just because you don't remember them doesn't mean that they weren't here. Yes, but Zoe, you should know that ship, they had a terrible journey. Lots of them didn't make it. There were a lot of disease. They had to stop at some little island. What I'm saying is, don't hope too much. Zoe ignored him. But the people who did make it, where are they? Are they here? No, we're too full here. I'm afraid I don't know where they went. Zoe had to ask him something. Isn't there somewhere called Golganusa around here? Have you heard of a place called that? The doctor gave the same blank look that Rosie and Mary had. Zoe's heart sank. She wanted to believe everything William had told her. Everyone who came in on that last boat, they went up to Newham. More houses there, you see. My Billy took them up in a cart. Did 10 trips there and back. That's enough now, Zoe. You need to rest. No. I want to go to Newham. I've got... Not now, Zoe. Listen to the doctor, dear. We'll talk about it tomorrow. They left, ushering Munchkin out with them. Zoe stared at the window, too weak to protest anymore. She sank back into the soft pillow and went to sleep, dreaming of the sea. A little while later, Zoe was disturbed by a scratching at her window. It sounded like a rat scrabbling around outside. Then a small hand appeared and pushed the window wide open. It was followed by an arm. The arm was followed by the rest of Munchkin. Munchkin! Laughed Zoe. They wouldn't let me in. He smiled. I'm glad you didn't take any notice. He smiled some more. So where are we going then? He asked. What? Where? To this Newham place. To find your parents. Zoe looked at Munchkin. I don't know, she said at last. What? The doctor's right. They're probably... She couldn't say it, but Munchkin understood. But you don't know that, he said. No, but it's like what Sarah and Molly said, isn't it? Said Zoe bitterly. Don't take any notice of them. Well, why else didn't they come and get me? Shh, they'll throw me out if... It just doesn't make any sense the other way, Zoe said angrily, but she kept her voice down. They said when we found by the fishermen, fishing means boats, right? Yeah, but... So if they've got boats here, why didn't she use one to come and find me? Zoe, they've only got 2 little boats here. I've been asking around. They need them for fishing all the time, or there won't be enough to feed everyone. They don't let anyone else use them for anything else. They'd have found a way if they'd have been here, she said. Munchkin didn't say anything for a long time. Finally, when he was sure Zoe was ready to hear what he was saying, he spoke. Zoe, how can you ever be happy until you know for sure? One way or the other, you must find out. You've come all this way, you can't give up now. Zoe was silent. Munchkin could see a tear rolling down her face. Then she looked up. I don't even know where Newham is. I do, said Munchkin, grinning. I've been asking around. It's further up the coast. Zoe sighed. What would I do without you? She said, her face brightening. Munchkin shrugged. Let's get going, he said. They won't let you out for days. How do you know? Asked Zoe. I've been asking round. Zoe laughed. Listen, Munchkin, you don't have to come, she said. Got nowhere else to go, said Munchkin. But anyway, I want to.